World Premiere 2024, astounding new super easy way to twist two corners on Rubik's Cube. In my first video I showed how to do two of the key moves for making designs with a cube, checkerboards and spiral holes. But those moves were already known and used by cubers all around the world. In this video I'm going to show for the first time ever, in a public forum like this, a new and incredibly easy way I found to twist two opposite corners like this, which is a key move for making designs like cube in a cube, and it's also a key move for solving a cube the easy way. And we'll take a look at a bunch of other YouTube channels, and websites and books and everything I can find to show that this is a truly groundbreaking new move that was previously unknown in all of the 50 years since Rubik's Cube was first created. Up until this time people have only used long random moves to twist two corners, or the other spiral moves, except for spiral holes. Now first of all, to give you a little background, let me just say that I am definitely not a speedcuber. Speedcubing is awesome and fun to watch, but I personally really only like using a cube to make designs, so I just wanted to find the easiest ways to make designs like cube in a cube, and all these other designs. And the key to doing that I found, is to break it down into a few simpler, more basic moves, and then find an easy way to do each of those basic moves. I never use long random moves to make designs, because they're so hard to use they take all the fun out of it. Instead, I kept searching until I found an easy way to do each of the basic moves. For instance, in my earlier video I showed how to do spiral holes, which moves the middles around in a circle. If I do that now on this cube, then the middles will go back to their normal places, and we'll be left with a design called Twisted Peaks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I knew from solving a cube that you can twist these two opposite corners. So if I twisted this corner, then only these three edge pieces would still be out of place, so that means there has to be a way to move these three edge pieces in a circle too. So I just needed to find an easy way to do each of these two basic moves, then I'd have an easy way to do cube in a cube. So in this video I'm going to show the super easy new way I found to twist two corners. It's just 3 moves that you do 4 times in a row. Speedcubers like to use finger tricks to do everything as fast as humanly possible, so they might do it a little different than me, but either way, this is a completely new cube trick that no one has ever used before. And what's truly amazing is that it's such an easy move. I think people had always just assumed that most of these designs could only be done with long random moves. But it turns out that nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, the real significance of the huge number of combinations you can make on a cube is not that everything has to be hard. What it really means is the exact opposite. It means there are so many ways to do any particular move that there's always at least one way to do it that's short enough to easily remember how to do. Basically because that move has so much symmetry. So here's how I do this move. These are rubograms, which show the 3 turns, and how to spin the cube in your hands. With good rubograms like these, you don't really need the old letter notation anymore. So to do this move, you put the cube in this position so the 2 corners you want to twist are like this. This corner will be twisted in this direction, and the other corner will be turned in the other direction. First you do a single on the top. Then a double on the right. Then a single on the top in the other direction. Then you spin the cube in your hand so the front becomes the top, and the top becomes the front. So these 2 sides flip around. That's what these rubograms mean. And you do that 4 times in a row. Here's the second one. Here's number 3. And here's number 4. So that's it, just 3 moves, and you do it 4 times in a row. I can't even imagine an easier way to do it. Now if we look at how all the other cubers before me have done this move, we see that they've only used long random moves, which I hate because they're impossible to remember, and even harder to use without making a mistake. And if you do make a mistake then you have to solve the cube again, which I also hate, lol. And why would you want to memorize lots of long random moves when you can make all the spiral designs in my book just by using these 4 spiral moves? So although some of these cubers make nice videos, no one before me knew the easy way to do these moves. Even Erno Rubik's own cube book, that he wrote with 4 other cube experts, only has long random moves for twist 2 corners, and the other spiral moves, except for spiral holes. So check out my book at cubetricks.com, it has all the easy moves I found for making designs and solving the cube. And the Rubigram sheets show you how to do all the moves. For instance, now if I add spiral holes, then we'll get this pattern, which I call the molecule. But most people called it twisted chicken feet. But no one could ever do it before, except with long random moves. Now if I start with these three already moved around, and I can show this move in a later video, or of course you can get my book at cubetricks.com. But it's also very easy to do and it has the most incredible symmetry and it's a truly amazing move. But if I start with this, I can easily do cube in a cube by adding the other two moves. Here I'm adding spiral holes, which gives us twisted rings. This is another design no one could ever do before. And now I can twist the two corners to get cube in a cube. I'm starting with the cube in this position, red on the front and green on top. Red to green 1. Red to green 2. Red to green 3. And red to green 4. This is the only move where I do that, but I find it very helpful to say to myself the starting colors when I'm doing this move, to twist two corners on Rubik's Cube. In another video...
Oops, let me switch to my own voice. Hi, thanks for watching. In another video, I go through a zillion other websites and books and videos about the cube to show that this is truly a new and easy way to twist two corners that was previously unknown in the 50 years since Rubik's Cube was first created. So please get my book at cubetricks.com. If you like the cube, you'll love this book. Thanks, and keep on cubing!